Hi, I'm Dave Eisler. I'm president of Ferris State University, and this is my Bulldog story. I always enjoyed school, and when I began to play the clarinet, and I started to play the clarinet when I was in the first grade, I always really enjoyed music. That was certainly one of my favorite classes throughout. Well, I was really involved with the band and all sorts of musical organizations, all-state band, all-state orchestra, regional bands and orchestras. And I was the drum major of our marching band when I was in high school, and I played a little bit of sports. I was a soccer player, and I did a little bit of track and a little bit of tennis. In college, I was really active with the music organizations, with the band and with the orchestra. My academic background went to University of Michigan for my undergraduate degree, and then to Yale University for my master's degree, and then I returned to Michigan for my doctorate. I'm a musician. I'm a classical musician. I'm a clarinetist. So what I have are 3 degrees in clarinet performance, and some of my minors were wind instruments on my undergraduate degree, together with a teaching certificate, music history and music theory with my master's degree, and my doctorate really focused on clarinet performance. When we began to consider a presidency, people recommended that I consider the opportunity at Ferris State University, and when I began to learn about the university and about the very unique mission that we have here at Ferris, and began to understand how Ferris really does help prepare students for successful careers, that was something that really connected with me as a person. So I was delighted when I was given the opportunity to be the president at Ferris. A full day probably goes from 6 or 6:30 in the morning till late at night. And in this particular work, there's most evenings there's going to be something, and most weekends we're going to have several events also. I do like to run. I ran my first marathon this past fall. I like to play a little bit of golf when time permits, and occasionally I can get out and do some racquetball, and I do some work around the yard. One of the things that I'm proud of is of the success that my wife and I have had. We've been married 37 years now. We have 2 wonderful daughters, and we've had the opportunity to live in 4 marvelous communities. We're really delighted to live in Big Rapids. We think this is a great community, it's a great university, and we're honored to be a part of the university. I'm very grateful to the students, the faculty, and the staff here at Ferris for their support. I'm very grateful for all the people in the Big Rapids area and in Michigan who provide their support for Ferris State University for our efforts, and I'm delighted to work with a strong board of trustees that has a great plan for the future of our university.